Hello, hello.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good, thanks. I used to let some other people into.
Why does my name say Diego?
I don't know. Your name says Diego Gonzalez. I thought you were Diego. I mean, because I was just talking to him, and we said we were on another meeting, and we had to come onto our meeting now. Daniela, I thought, look at I have Mike Waldman here from the library, and it says that he's Diego Gonzalez. I don't know what happened. Here we go. Here comes the real Diego. Oh my God, Daniela. Hi. Did you get my message?
Yes, I'm sorry that I haven't been able to reply.
No, it's okay. I didn't realize that you were going to be here. Hi. Welcome to Primer Cafecito. Let me get also, I'm waiting to see if there are any other, here comes Chelsea. I'm going to admit Chelsea.
I'm going to log off and log back on.
Oh, no.
I got the right name.
Oh, you can change your name, can't you?
It's not letting me.
Okay, so you got to log out and log on as yourself. Okay, excellent. Hi, Harmony. Hi, Chelsea.
Hi, Harmony.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, how are you?
We're doing well, thank you. How are you?
Well,
we're trying to bring the speakers in first, because I want to, of course, thank you for participating. Daniela is here with us, she organized this, and this was her brainchild last year. So it's a really great for me and Diego to know that Daniela is here. And also thank you, Harmony and Chelsea, you also were your Primer Cafecito veterans. So thank you for coming back. We're so delighted that you're here. And I want to make all of the speakers co-hosts. So let me just do that really quickly, right? So that you can share your screen. It's kind of easier that way. I don't want to make everybody. Okay, I'm going to make you Harmony. Okay, Chelsea, I'm going to make you co-host. Okay, great. All right, Ingrid is here. And then I'm going to start letting people in because it's 1 o'clock. So let me just get Ingrid in. Hi, Ingrid, are you here?
I am here now. I don't know what
Yay, you're here. I'm making you, thank you so much again. There you are. Hi.
I'm here. I made it.
Yay, so glad I'm making you a co-host. And I just let Elise in.
hi.
There she is. Hi, Elise. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. It's great to see you. I'm making you a co-host. Everyone who needs to share a screen has to be a co-host, because that's that's sort of the way we'll do it here. All right. Diego, you got to be a co-host. This is crazy. What happened here? The most important person in the room to be a co-host.
No, the person of the hour. Diego, thank you.
Exactly. All right. I'm going to. All right. So everybody, I'm just going to start letting people in. We have a bunch of people waiting to come into the room. So let's admit everyone, and thank you so much again.
We have a lot of Diego Gonzalez. I think it's also because I sent them like the link through my thing.
All right, Yael. I see Yael. How are you doing, Yael? I'm going to make you a co-host because you're a speaker. Which of the many Diego Gonzalez's are the people that I need to name?
Yourselves.
Please rename yourselves. Exactly. Valerie, I think you're also Diego Gonzalez at this point, so I will be making you a co-host. Well, I need to make sure that. Yael, I think you're still Diego. No, you're not. No, I think, oh, wait a second. There are many more. Here comes Yusuf is coming in. Hi, everyone. Thank you for your patience as we deal with our usual technical stuff having to do with Zoom. I'm Stephanie Gall, the director of ISLA, and we will be starting very, very soon with Primer Cafecito. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. Hi, Yusuf. Great to see you. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to make you a co-host.
Hi. Okay, great. Glad to be here.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay. And then got another person coming in. Valerie, I think you're still Diego. Oh no.
About that. It won't let me change my name.
They won't let you change your name.
No, I pull it up and there's no way for me to change my name.
I just changed you, Valerie.
Aw, thank you, Harmony.
There you go. Okay, great. I think there's maybe one other person who is, let's see. Okay, great. Well, I think we could start. If anyone needs to have their name changed, we could always go about doing that. Before Diego, take it away.
Okay, let's start Primer Cafecito, yeah? Okay. Well, hi everyone, welcome to Primer Cafecito. I am Diego Gonzalez, the student coordinator of affairs and the moderator for today's event. We would like to say that Primer Cafecito is our second time here at Baruch that we're going to be having this event. We would like to thank Daniela Toribio. She was a graduate from class of 2021. She was the predecessor and Isla's first coordinator of student affairs for me. And we would like to thank her for dreaming about Primer Cafecito and also what Isla is and what it's going to continue to be for this year as well. Also, we would like to thank Crystal Tejeda from the Student Life and also for her support from LHM and for Primer Cafecito as well. I would like to introduce you guys now to some of our guest speakers and also to Professor Golub. She is the director of ISLA as also the chair for the political science department. We are here also with Harmony Desoy, who is from the honors program, then Ingrid Teneo from the Star Career Development Center. Then we have Valerie Jaimes from the Fellowship Advising Office and the Counseling Center, Jael Amador. We are also going to be having Joseph Tarani from the Writing Center, then from the Study Abroad, Chris Singh, and then also from the Office of Health and Wellness, Alice Aramian, and then William and Anita Newman Labry, Michael Wallman, and then from our climate scholars, we have Chelsea Webby, as well as we're gonna be having Carla Reeves Cravioto, who's also a climate scholar from 2020 through 2021. And from Acedon, we have Alexa Yusivo. But before we start Primer Cafecito, what is Cafecito without cafe? So I wanted to give you guys a little presentation on Primer Cafecito, on cafe in Latin America. So there's actually two types of beans that are found in Latin America. One being the Arabian beans that can be grown in humid climates between 1,200 to 1,800 meters above sea level. And then the Robusta bean, which could be grown at sea level up to 750 m high. And to continue to talk to you guys about coffee, there's actually the role that Latin American countries play in the exporting coffee to like other places in Latin America. Brazil will be the first one to come, then Peru being the second one, and then Colombia being the third one of exporting coffee to other parts of the world. And a fun fact is that Venezuela actually used to be a competitor to Colombia, but now they actually only produce less than 1% of the world's coffee. And then, which leads me now to Ecuador, which is actually in the 20th place for coffee production. And actually, instead of exporting, they like to import more, which I could speak for myself. I'm Ecuadorian. And the reason for that is because we love our cafecito de la tarde. We like to just come together and with family or just colleagues or friends and just have these conversations. And that's what Primer Cafecito is, for us to wake up and to just be ready. And also it's never too early to start our career path, which leads me now to what we're gonna be having, Primer Cafecito, and just for you guys to hear about all the different programs and the services that they provide for our students here at Baruch. So now I'm gonna pass it to Stephanie Golub, our director, who's gonna be speaking to you guys about, well, the LACS minor and a little bit more about what Isla does.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Diego. So before I begin, I'd also like to take this opportunity to give a very special thanks to Mrs. Hetty Fight, a longtime and passionate supporter of Baruch College and its students, for her generous support of Isla and of Latin American and Caribbean studies at Baruch. Isla is dedicated to the memory of her beloved grandfather, Valentin Lizana Iparragué. So as Diego mentioned, I'm Professor Stephanie Golub, and I'm the chair and an associate professor in the political science department. And I'm also the director of ISLA, which is the Initiative for the Study of Latin America, based at Baruch's Weissman School of Arts and Sciences. And it's really my pleasure also to welcome you to your Primer Cafecito at Baruch and to have a cafecito with you and with all of our wonderful invited guests, and thanks to them for joining us, our friends, a very warm welcome to them. And now a few words to introduce you to ISLA before we move on to the main event, which is to introduce you to the excellent resources here at Baruch to ensure your success in college and in your career. So ISLA's mission is to promote the interdisciplinary study of the Latin American and Caribbean region on the Baruch campus. And central to that mission is to serve our students by demonstrating how building knowledge and expertise about the Latin American and Caribbean region, its peoples and culture, history, politics, economy, geography, environment, how it could enrich your intellectual development as a Baruch student, your academic success in ways that can translate into a meaningful and successful career path after graduation from Baruch. So you as Baruch students are on this journey of discovery. And in today's complex global world, interdisciplinary approaches between disciplines and across disciplines, those that ask us to view the same phenomenon from multiple perspectives, can play a key role in that journey of discovery. And included in that are perspectives that have you speaking in different languages, right? Of being bilingual or being able to speak culturally across languages. These are also things that are important, and we see that in our Baruch students, the great strengths that they bring to the classroom and to their professional careers. So we at ISLA invite you to consider studying the dynamic and complex Latin American and Caribbean region as part of that journey. At Weissman, we offer the Latin American and Caribbean Studies, or LACS minor. And Diego's going to put a link in the chat so you can read a little bit about what it would mean to be a Latin American and Caribbean Studies minor. It's housed in our dynamic Black and Latinx Studies department at Weissman. I hope you all caught the open house last Thursday to hear more about that, the department and its offerings. And Weissman departments across departments offer a wide variety of courses taught by outstanding faculty in fields you may not have considered. Fields like anthropology, sociology, comparative literature, film, political science. All of these can enhance careers that you may have already considered, such as law, finance, marketing, corporate communications, and international business. So we hope that you'll start your journey here with us at ISLA and that we can accompany you all along the way. And to set you on your journey, we have great plans for ISLA this year: to introduce you to talented faculty studying all facets of the region, to amplify Latin American and Caribbean voices from the region and in our community, and to connect you as Baruch students with our inspirational Latinx and Latin American-based alumni network. We also plan to partner with the amazing people you're going to meet this morning, all of whom work tirelessly to make your Baruch experience the best it can be, so that you can achieve all you set your sights on after graduation. So without further ado, I'm going to turn things back to Diego, he's our coordinator of student affairs for this year, for 21-22. If you want to see the great ideas and energy that Diego is bringing to ISLA, follow us on Instagram at ISLA Baruch. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact one of us. We'll put our emails in the chat. So thanks again for joining us for your Primer Cafecito at Baruch. It's amazing to meet all of you. And we are so glad that you are here. And now onward to your future. Al porvenir. Diego?
Yes, thank you, Professor Gall, for that. And now we're going to be starting our presentations. We're going to have with Ingrid Teneo from the Star Career Development Center. So Ingrid Teneo, take it away, okay?
Gracias, Diego, and gracias, Stephanie. And Stephanie, I'm loving your taza de café, your Isla mug. I need to get one of those as well. So I can
You got to
enjoy-
talk to Daniela about that.
Yes, Daniela. Welcome back, Daniela. But yes, welcome to new students. Welcome back to returning students. My name is Ingrid Tineo, and I'm the Deputy Director of Employee Relations and Diversity Initiatives at the STAR Career Development Center. I know that's a mouthful. I believe Diego shared information about our services, but I wanted to give you a quick overview and also, just kind of make a connection so that this way, in case you have any questions, issues, concerns, you know who you can reach out to. But the STAR Career Development Center, we offer services to all undergraduate students from the 3 schools. Sometimes students are under the impression that we only provide services to students under Zicklin, but that is not correct. We provide services to the students from the 3 schools. Okay, we're the only career center that services all undergraduate students. So just bear that in mind. And what I want to do is just kind of give you a brief overview. I know that some of you have probably already been taking advantage of our services. And if you have, congratulations, and, what a great what a great way to start the process. We always say it's never too early to start, and it's never too late, because our services are also available to recent alums. So, once, you start using our services, you're part of the family. You're part of the Baruch and the STAR family. But in terms of services, we have individual career counseling services for those of you who are still trying to select and try to figure out what you might want to major in. Know that you can schedule a session with one of our career counselors, and they can help you navigate that process. And we do offer vocational testing as well to kind of help you, even further decide and narrow your choices. So please take advantage of that. You can always schedule an appointment with one of our counselors through Star Search. That's our online career management system. And more information about our services, just so you know, is available on the Baruch College website. So if you look under the student tab, you'll find us there. So just know that there's more information listed there as well if you want to learn a little bit more. We also have career fairs. I'm sure that some of you have already been taking advantage of our fair. You know that we hosted our first career fair last Friday. We don't mess around. We wanted to make sure that we were one of the first colleges to offer the career fair to our students. It was the accounting fair. That was a joint effort actually with the Graduate Career Management Center, because employers in accounting are looking for students that are going to be pursuing a master's in accounting. So just keep that in mind for those of you who might be interested in that profession. And if you missed it for whatever reason, we have another opportunity for you to meet with our employer partners. On October 1st, we're hosting our general fair, and that's only for the undergraduate students. And thus far, we have 53 employers that have registered for that fair. So there's a little bit of, something for everyone. So please take advantage of that. We already started offering, partnering with our employer partners in terms of inviting them to host workshops and presentations for our students. So far, we have 40 employers who are going to be coming. Well, not really on campus, it's all virtual. Just know that we're hosting all these sessions virtual, but we have 40 employer partners that are going to be hosting on campus interviews. That's what they call OCR. So make sure that you participate. In order to participate in OCR, you need to attend an OCR workshop. So if you haven't done that, I encourage you to do so. We also host information sessions. Believe it or not, we have over 200 information sessions already that we're hosting, as well as some of our corporate partners. All that is available on Star Search, and you should all be receiving a copy of our Star newsletter, our weekly newsletter. So make sure that you're checking that on a regular basis, but there's a lot of information there. And if you need to talk to somebody, know that we have walk-in hours every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 3 to 5. So I encourage you to just, join us during one of our walk-in hours. And again, that's virtual, but if anybody needs to schedule face-to-face for whatever reason or in person, we're happy to accommodate your needs. So please take advantage of our services. We're here to, work with you and help you as you, propel and advance your career. So once again, I know I went over my allotted 3 minutes. Apologize. I know I'm a little long-winded, but, there's just so much information. Again, all of this is available on our website. We have so many more services available to you. So all the best. Un placer, gracias, and felicidades a todo.
Thank you so much, Ingrid, for that. And now we're going to be having Harmony Osoy from the honors program, who's going to be speaking to us a little bit more about the honors program. Harmony.
Sure. Thank you for this invitation, and I'm happy to be here with all of you. I am a visual person, so I'm just sharing a little slide with everyone here while you're also listening. As mentioned, my name is Harmony Osei, and I am one of the associate directors in the honors program. I actually advise one of our 4 scholar groups, and they are the Provost Scholars. And so what I briefly just want to talk to you about is the honors program and ways that you can join our department. I want to recognize that this has been an extremely difficult year for many of us. And I know that right now we're looking for a sense of community and looking for resources, people we can talk to, how you can enhance your student experience. And so one way that you can do that is through joining the honors program. What you'll see right here is our honors puzzle, which encompasses 5 different components that are very valuable to us in the honors program. And so one of them is arts and culture exploration. So encouraging students to go out and get involved, get to know their community, explore the arts. We're also looking for students who are engaged in leadership and understand the value of community service. Also, we're looking for students who are really highly motivated and high achieving and looking to be challenged academically. And so you need to have a strong GPA. We also, I know, have our amazing colleagues from Study Abroad here today. And so one component is that we encourage students to go abroad, get that global experience, whether it's studying abroad, interning, and really getting to know different cultures. And lastly, we highly value research and creative inquiry as well. So with that, we encourage students to consider doing a thesis or an independent study. And also there's another opportunity that we co-sponsor throughout the year, which you'll see here at the bottom, Creative Inquiry Day, which is happens every May annually. We encourage you to go on our honors website. There's a link there where it's an annual event that students have the incredible opportunity to showcase their work. And this may even include creative work. So we've had students who showcase their poetry or won writing competitions that were happening throughout CUNY and Baruch. Also, maybe they had a capstone course and they did a group project on a business proposal. And so this is an amazing opportunity we encourage students to look into for research and creative inquiry. But if you are looking for a community that is engaged and really looks out for each other and has great opportunities, I encourage you to email me to learn about Provost and Inquiry Scholars, which Provost Scholars is a holistic honors program where students have to complete community service and these cultural events and do a certain amount of honors courses, but they are able to graduate with honors, which is amazing. And Inquiry Scholars are students who are interested more specifically in research, so that creative inquiry and research. And so they do engage in taking classes about theory and methodology, and they do create an online kind of a portfolio as well of related activities. And so they generally do like a thesis and have the opportunity to earn departmental honors. So I just wanted to stop in and let all of you know that it's not only open to students who join the honors program directly from high school, you still have an opportunity to join. And so I'll drop my email in the chat. Know that you have these research opportunities. My wonderful colleague, Valerie Hymas, will also be speaking about fellowship opportunities, and the fellowships office falls under honors, which is also great. And you can join either of these programs or both, Inquiry Scholars and Provost Scholars. So definitely a great place for you to enhance your student experience and build that sense of community that we know that we all need, especially after this difficult year. So thank you for giving me the chance to stop in and talk about these wonderful opportunities. I'll include the slide in the chat as well as my contact information. And please don't hesitate to reach out about joining the honors program.
Thank you so much, Harmony. Now we're gonna be hearing about the Writing Center from Yusuf Tarani. Yusuf.
All right, hi. How's everybody doing? Who's been to the Writing Center here? You can maybe like do like a raise hand or type in the chat, or I don't know, even unmute. just want to get a sense if any, I think some of the there are some students who are attending this event as well, right? So yeah,
Yes.
if anybody's been to the Writing Center, give it a shout out. If not, that's fine. That's why I'm here, to encourage people to come use our services. So I'll go ahead and try to share my screen here, so you can see our website. And let's see. Okay. Does that look okay? Is everybody able to see that?
Yep.
Anybody not able to see that? Okay, great. So I am a consultant at the Writing Center. Again, my name is Youssef Tarani. Try to keep this short, but for those of you who have maybe never heard of a Writing Center before, it's basically a place where you can come at any stage of your writing process. So it could be when you have a draft, you want to just get another pair of eyes on, you want to work on proofreading, grammar, that type of stuff, or you're just getting started, you don't really even understand the assignment, any stage of the process. And writing is an important part of learning. It's an opportunity to look at how you think. It's a form of thinking, really. And we're also aware that many students at Baruch are multilingual. English may not be their first language, so there's that added challenge and opportunity to work on learning some of the conventions of academic writing in English, or of finding ways to integrate other languages and other cultures into your writing, which I think is also really good opportunity and something that we're definitely open to at the Writing Center. Many of us being multicultural ourselves, like myself. I'm Iranian American, so we definitely encourage people coming from all different backgrounds to make a visit to us. And this semester, as others have mentioned, it's been, we're still in this pandemic that seems to be going on. And we have actually started some in-person services. So that's, I believe, I'm just looking at my notes here, I think it's all very new, but I think it's most of the days of the week, we do have physical tutors or consultants at the Writing Center, which is on the 8th floor in the Newman Vertical Campus. And I will just actually paste some of the links here. Only problem is it's hard to do that with the full screen. Okay. So, and all these links are basically to our website. They'll give you all the details so that I don't have to go through all that and take up all your time. But as I said, we have in-person hours, and then we also have most of us online. And our primary service is a 1-hour appointment, 50 minutes of which is working with you on whatever you want to work on. Basically, it's your session. You decide what's your priority. And then at the last 10 minutes, we'll just make some notes on what we've done, which is just kind of a record. It's confidential unless you want it to be sent to your professor. We also, on our website, you'll see there's a lot of materials, writing guides. We have workshops. We do visits like this. And we also have a service called written feedback, where you can, it's asynchronous, meaning you can send a paper in and we will make comments on it and send it back to you. And again, all that information is on the website. I believe, I think I shared my screen and didn't even actually show anything about the website. But yeah, as you can see here, these are the different services that we provide. All the links are there. And I think that pretty much covers it. I do encourage everybody to make use of the resource. I think it's a great one. I should add that all of us at the Writing Center have at least a master's degree. Many have PhDs. So I think, you basically are going to come in there and speak to a very highly qualified, experienced writer and teacher one-on-one for almost an hour. And so that's a good way to put it. All right, well, thank you, Diego, and all the other organizers for having me here. Great to see all of you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Joseph. Now we're gonna be having a little coffee break. So this is a time for you guys, if you guys wanna have any questions or anything that you guys would like to ask to our previous guest speakers, you guys could ask them now. You could raise your hand or just type it in the chat and I could read it for you guys. So we could do that right now. No questions? So if anything, we could move on to a little fun fact for this time. Talking to you guys, going back to coffee. Brazilian coffee could be described as a little bit nutty, sweet, low in acidity, and it could have a bittersweet and also chocolate, a little bit of chocolate as well included on it. So I know it's not as good. We can enjoy it right now, but let's just imagine it that we're having a cup of coffee right now. So now we're gonna move on forward with the study abroad office. I don't think we have Chris here yet, so we could skip to Valerie Jaimes. Valerie Jaimes is from the fellowship office. So Valerie, if you the floor is yours.
Great, thank you so much. Let me see if I can share my screen. Sorry, I don't see what I want to share. Hello, everyone. While I'm searching for the exact thing that I would like to show all of you, let me just introduce myself. My name is Valerie Jaimes, and I am the Deputy Director of the Office of National and Prestigious Fellowships Advising here at Baruch College. Yes, it's a bit of a mouthful. My role at Baruch is to support students in exploring and applying to competitive national fellowships. And the first question I always get from students, thank you so much for putting that in there, is what is a fellowship? And my kind of quick go-to response is a fellowship is money to do something amazing. And that can look like a lot of different things. So I like to say that these are essentially funded opportunities to help you realize your professional and, thank you, Victoria, your professional, personal, and cultural goals. There are fellowships that will fund study abroad. When you hear from the study abroad office, you'll learn about all of the amazing study abroad opportunities that you may have. I like to say I'm the study abroad money lady. So a way to fund study abroad can be through something like a national fellowships or a study abroad scholarship. There are fellowships that will fund professional development experiences through internships. There are fellowships to fund research experiences if you find that you're very driven to learn more about a particular subject, or you get excited about a thesis that you're writing and you need some funding to help you kind of explore that research area. There are fellowships for that. There are fellowships that will fund postgraduate experiences, studying, teaching English overseas, getting a graduate degree overseas, or even engaging more deeply in a research topic. So I help students here at Baruch find many of these opportunities. I meet with students on a one-on-one basis to understand their goals, what their ambitions are, and then I help them determine those opportunities that align with those goals and help them realize those ambitions. Once they've sort of gotten an idea of, I want to study abroad, or I want to go to graduate school to get a master's in human rights, and I want to do that somewhere around the world, then I work with the students to specifically apply for the various opportunities that they might be going for. So I do that through some writing essay review, helping students to strategize who they should ask for letters of recommendation from, really just everything that they need to do to prepare a competitive application for whatever fellowship they're going for. I work with them in that process. I actually do team up also with the Writing Center to help students prepare competitive essays for many of these fellowships, which is, I always am very grateful for their support. And yeah, let me see if I can get this quick thing up so I can show you just a visual. Bear with me 2 seconds. There it is. Or it disappeared from the little list menu that you have when you go to your share screen. So this is my website. There are a lot of resources on here for students who are exploring these opportunities. The main resource that I like to just tell students to go to when they first start this is the fellowships directory, which is a searchable directory. Let's see if we can click and then go back, where you can actually say what kind of opportunities that you're looking for, whether it be study abroad, something domestic, professional development, in whatever field, whether you're a business student, in the public affairs student, in the Weissman School. And then these will connect you to a list of opportunities that might motivate you to do different things. Once you identify those, you come back to me and we start working on an application. So let's see if we can go back. Have we gone back to the fellowship website? I'm always like, you move around, you never know what somebody's looking for when you start sharing your screen. Some additional resources on my website. And by the way, the main resource of the fellowships office is me. I am the only fellowship advisor at Baruch. And so what I really encourage students to do is to send me emails, set up a time for us to meet individually. We'll do that via Zoom, and let me get to know you and what you want to achieve. And then we'll find things that kind of align with that. Other resources that I have include some information session events. And I just wanted to show you that I'm actually having one coming up next week. This is going to be a general overview of what all of this is. So if you're like, what is she talking about? This sounds great, but I don't really have a clear picture. Next week, we will have an info session exploring a lot of these opportunities individually. It will be recorded and saved on my website, so you can go back to it if you can't attend this live. Then I will have something for students interested in public service and civic engagement. So fellowships that specifically align with those career fields or those interests. So that's another event. For students who are interested in international everything, we will have a foreign language focused study abroad funding info session looking at the critical language scholarship and the Bourne scholarship for students who want to gain deep knowledge of a language. We're going to talk about the Jeanette K. Watson Fellowship on October 28th. That's for the first year and second year students out there who want some professional development opportunities. This is a 3-summer fully funded internship opportunity. It's amazing. And then you can also find some recorded events that I had last spring. So this is just, come to an info session, send me an email, just explore these opportunities and work with me on an application. And let me just put my email in the chat. And then I will turn it back over to you guys for the next presenter. And so my email here is important because it's the way you set up an appointment with me. I do meet with students individually. I don't have an appointment scheduling system. You have to email me the old fashioned way because I like you to tell me why you want to come and see me so that I can do a little research to prepare for our meeting. So there it is. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Valerie, for that. And now we actually do have Christopher Singh. Welcome, Christopher, to Primer Cafecito. If it's good with you, I'm gonna pass it down to you so you can speak a little bit more about the study abroad office.
Great. Yeah, hi. Thank you for including us in your Primer Cafecito. So yeah, my name is Chris Tingu. I'm the Associate Director of Study Abroad here at Baruch. Since we have limited time, I'll just basically tell you a couple things about opportunities for study abroad in general and where we are with regards to the situation with COVID, and also opportunities specifically in Latin America. So if you're a student that's interested in learning about study abroad opportunities on the Baruch Study Abroad website homepage, you can sign up for a virtual information session to attend. We do 3 a week where we go over in about 45 minutes sort of what all the details are with researching programs and how to apply to programs, and talk a little bit about other scholarship opportunities as well. We haven't sent students abroad since the spring of 2020 when the pandemic caused CUNY to move their courses remotely. So it's been several cycles. We have not sent students abroad. Study abroad was suspended through the fall of 2021. We're entertaining applications for the winter and spring semesters on sort of a twin track approach, which would be that if someone does apply for a winter or spring program, If we approve you, it would be provisionally, based on ultimately whether we get the approval to be able to send students to a given destination. So, things are definitely a little uncertain in the more immediate future. But in terms of Latin America, we have opportunities to do semester programs as well as short-term programs, winter and summer programs. We've had students participate in the Baruch Exchange in the Dominican Republic. There are opportunities for Baruch students to do semester programs through outside sponsors or other CUNY sponsors, and also to do what we call direct enrollment, where you apply for approval to study at a university in Latin America, and then you apply directly to that university in Latin America and pay the tuition directly to them. So we've had students go to Latin America for semester programs through a variety of different ways. And then we've also had students participate in some January winter session programs, which are a very popular term to study abroad for CUNY students. It's usually 3 weeks, somewhere between the end of December and the end of January. And it's an opportunity to take a class for a single course credit. So we've had students do January winter programs, over the years to many places in Latin America. So that's sort of a very general introduction, but students if you're interested in studying abroad in Latin America, I'd invite you you can also request an advising session with me in the study abroad office. So I'd be happy to talk with you about your specific interests. And then my personal background is that as a college student a long time ago, I did 2 semesters of study abroad in the Dominican Republic. So I'm very excited about the opportunity for students like you to study abroad in Latin America. So that would be, I think, sort of a quick summary. Hopefully I wasn't too long.
No, that was great. Thank you, Christopher. And now we're going to be talking about health and wellness and we're going to be hearing this from Alice Aramian from the Office of Health and Wellness. Alice?
Good afternoon, everybody. I was just getting my coffee. Sorry, I apologize. So welcome, everyone. My name is Elisa Raymond, and I'm the Interim Associate Director of Health and Wellness. And since we're talking about coffee, I wanted to talk a little bit about the health benefits of coffee. A lot of people assume that coffee is actually bad for you, but everything in moderation works. And actually, caffeine actually has this ability of assisting people, ironically, to deal with stress. So 1 to 2 cups of coffee is actually good for your heart, is actually a good mood booster. That's 1 to 2 cups. We're not talking about having like 50 cups of coffee a day, but 1 cup of coffee, as I take a sip of mine, is very good for everyone. So with that being said, I would like to talk about what the Office of Health and Wellness does. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share with you a very short presentation about what our office does, because we actually focus on making sure that all the students attain the programming that is necessary for them to achieve full mental, physical, and spiritual health, because this also would trickle down to their academics as well. So if you would like to reach out to me, you could email me at elise.aramian@baruch.cuny.edu, and we would be able to connect, and I'll be able to give more information to you as well. We have upcoming programs coming up. We have a chair yoga program that is in the works. So like, stay tuned for that. I don't know what happened. Pardon me. I don't know what happened to my screen. I think I hit a wrong button. So bear with me. Okay. I'll just talk to you. I'm going to stop the share, and I'm going to just tell you what the Office of Health and Wellness does. We work using the 8 dimensions of the wellness wheel, such as physical health, mental health, spiritual health, emotional health. And we work with the PAWS, the Peers Advocating for Wellness Services. And they act as an intermediary between the Office of Health and Wellness and the Baruch community to ensure that the students' needs for their physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, occupational health are all being met. Some of the programs that are in the works by our pause is an immune boosting cooking program, because everybody is very concerned now about their health status. And, you know, vaccination is important, yes, but vaccination doesn't make you immune to illness. So we have to start with the core. The core is in our gut. The core is the nutrients, the foods that we eat. So we are going to be having an immune boosting cooking program throughout the entire semester. So please stay tuned for that. We have also a podcast called Virtual Bring the Balance, and we're going to be hosting this program and working on themes such as the duality of time management. A lot of students now have like hybrid programs, and they have to get used to adapting and having classes in person, and then at that 15-20 minutes later after that class, finding a place on campus to do their class online. So we're going to be talking about that. Stress management as well is a subject that we speak about. We are going to be doing a tea making ritual. I know we're talking about coffee right now, but we also are going to do a program on the ritual of tea making. So we have all these programs put in place to ensure academic success, because if you're physically, mentally, spiritually not balanced, this is going to eventually kind of, you know, have an effect on your academic success as well. If you have any issues with not being able to have food, if you have a food insecurity, you could reach out to the Office of Health and Wellness. We work with the Office of the Dean of Students, and we have grab and go bags. So if you're on campus for some reason and you forgot your wallet, or like you don't want to spend $20 on a salad, right? Because eating healthy is so much more expensive than eating junk. We have grab and go bags that are set up that have nutrient dense food that will allow you to get through your day. You should never go hungry. You should never go hungry, because hunger is not going to allow like your blood to be oxygenated. It's not going to allow circulation of the blood to go into your brain. And it's just not a good feeling. Who likes to feel hungry? I don't. I'm eating all the time. I'm eating now, but like little snacks, healthy snacks. Also, we also have now an online food pantry. So if you have food insecurities and you're dealing with the inability of finding good food, reach out to myself, reach out to the Office of the Dean of Students, and we can give you information about the online food pantry. There's also an emergency fund. If you find that there's a situation you're in and you're not able to make ends meet, you can't pay your rent, or you can't, you know, buy a book because you have to pay your rent, reach out and see if you're eligible for the program. We are here for you to make sure that your success at Baruch is guaranteed, hopefully guaranteed. And if you have any questions, again, I'm going to drop my email into the chat. And it was great talking with everyone.
Thank you so much, Alice. I didn't know.
Alice,
yes.
No worries. That's okay.
Yeah, but thank you so much for that. Like, you know, I didn't even know personally that we had those resources at Baruch. And now we're just gonna follow through now with the counseling center with Jael Amador. Jael, I could pass it to you now.
Thank you, Diego, and thank you all for sharing this great information. I'm taking notes so I can share it with my students as well. I'm Jael Amador. I'm one of the psychologists at the Counseling Center, and I will just really briefly tell you a little bit about our programs. We offer free and confidential psychological programs, services at our center. So these are short-term, but these are really great services for you to take advantage of so that you can succeed in school. And we want you to know that mental health is part of overall health. And like Elise was saying, being healthy is one of the most important things to do when you want to succeed in school. So our services involve short-term psychotherapy. And by short-term, I mean, we do about a semester's worth, which ends up being about 12 to 15 sessions, which is a lot of sessions, and you can get a lot of really good work done. We do group psychotherapy. We currently have 2 psychotherapy groups that run during club hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we also have Black Mental Health Matters support sessions group for Black students, and that includes Black Latinx students as well. We offer performance enhancement consultations. So if you're having performance issues when it comes to sports or test taking or public speaking, we can offer you a short program to be able to help you with that. In addition, we have psychiatric medication services. If as part of your work with the counseling center, you want to utilize medications, we'll be able to connect you with one of our psychiatrists. And then since it's short term, we also offer referral services outside. If you want to do longer term therapy, or if you want to continue the work that you do with us. And oftentimes we also do outreach workshops and presentations. So if you run a program or you have an event that you would like our support on, you can reach out to us and we can provide you information not only about our services, but about other things relevant to mental health when it comes to students. And so just really briefly, I'll tell you how to get in touch with us. If you go to our website, there is a button right about the middle of the page that says make an appointment. That'll send a note to our front desk, and our front desk will reach out to you with some paperwork and set you up with what's called a triage session, which is just a 45-minute session where we can kind of get a snapshot of you. And then we can refer you to any of our programs that might benefit you the most. All of our services are currently remote right now. We're doing Zoom. We just find that it's better to talk to a therapist on Zoom rather than be masked in person. And so hopefully things will clear up soon and we'll be able to offer more in-person services, but at the moment we are remote. And I know that we're almost short on time, so I'll end there, but please reach out to us if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Joe. And now we're going to be hearing about the Climate Scholars and the program from Carla Reese and then Chelsea Webby.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carla. I'm here with Chelsea. We were Climate Scholars in the first cohort that occurred last year, and this year we're now the program coordinators. So it's been really fun and great. I'm just going to share my screen really quickly with everyone. Can everyone see this? Sweet. So the Climate Scholars program is an interdisciplinary program that focuses on climate change. Oops, I'm going to check. Sorry. And so what we do here is that we have didactic sessions twice a week with different faculty and guest members from different types of either industries or backgrounds in academia that also tie in with climate change. There's a research experience component where all the students are put into a lab at Baruch and they get to do studies and gain a lot of these interesting research skills that are necessary for them. They also get to do an internship experience in climate with an NGO or private corporation. So it kind of helps build their resume and get them to see if a career in climate change is something that they want to continue to look forward to. Most importantly, they do an outreach presentation to the first year seminar and STEP students. And so they talk to about 2,500 first year seminar students and about 100 STEP students every year, which is a great way for us to get the word about climate change and climate science out to all these students, to get them interested from a very young, from both a very young point and from early on in their academic careers. And they also get to build a network with faculty, staff, and peers and kind of explore different various fields within the climate change community. Some past speakers that they have can be from different CUNY schools. We've had Professor Bronco and Professor Alexandros come in, speak to them, whether it's about different types of climate science or environmental chemistry. There's all sorts of different people coming into them. We've had people from the Environmental Defense Fund, the World Resource Institute, and the World Wildlife Fund come in. And like we said, we're very interdisciplinary. So we'll have people from the art background come in. We'll have people from the sciences come in. We'll have anyone from finance come in and speak to students about, different topics related to climate change, such as impact investing, or some of the work being done at the Jamaica Center for Wildlife. And it's just a very great way for people to learn about climate change from a multitude of perspectives. Like we said, they also do research. Some of the labs that you could have seen in Creative Inquiry that our students did was Chelsea Webby was in the global urbanization and low elevation and coastal zones. So she kind of tracked migration and climate migrants. We had the Sustainable Business Lab. So we had, I believe, a couple students in this year, and they get to look at the different curriculum being taught at Baruch College and see where we're missing climate change classes. There's also the Living Shoreline project that I did with Professor Zarnock. So we just kind of investigated natural-based shoreline features in New York City and how to make New York City more resilient. And then there's also the environmental journalism lab, which Stacy, one of our old scholars, was in, and she got to publish a paper with climate issues in Haiti. And she actually went on to work further in an internship with Inside Climate News and was also published there. So it created a wonderful opportunity for her to get her thoughts and her words out regarding climate change. And we also have an environmental psychology lab, which is just yet another great lab for our students. And I'm going to pass the rest off on to Chelsea.
Hey everyone, my name is Chelsea. As Carla mentioned before, I was one of the scholars last year, and now I'm one of the co-coordinators for the program. So I just wanted to share some of the organizations that we're partnered with. We partner with the Environmental Defense Fund, Sustainable CUNY, Inside Climate News, as well as Penn Environment, and we offer internships for all of the students within our program. So that way they can get some hands-on working experience. So that way when they graduate, they have experience on their CV working within the climate field. Aside from that, we're also getting our students out into the field. So we just want to share a short clip of this video. It was from a field trip that we took our students to at Plum Beach in Brooklyn. All right, so we're running low on time. We're just going to show a short clip of that. We just wanted to show you that, sometimes in New York, especially, it's hard to get our students out into natural spaces. So we want to make sure that our students have that opportunity as well. And then finally, we just want to tell you a little bit about the FYS presentation, which is what our students give to the first year students. It's a big portion of what they're doing to make sure that not only the climate scholars, but everybody at Baruch is getting a little taste of climate information. So first, the scholars share a bit of general facts about climate change. They share ways that they can inform themselves, such as the Green New Deal, the Paris Climate Agreement, the National Climate Assessment, and just many current events that are currently happening related to climate change. They also share social media that students can follow. So that way, if they have interest in climate change, they can continue to follow these websites. We also encourage students to get involved. We tell them to reach out to their local representatives, tell them how they can get involved in their community. We also tell them how they can become a part of the movement within New York. Organizations such as New York City Parks and the Sunrise Movement are great ways that our students can get involved. We also tell them ways that they can make a change in their life, such as calculating their carbon footprint, thrifting their clothes, and then some of the innovations that are already happening in New York, such as Charge New York City and the Climate Risk and Resiliency Act. We also share ways that they can get involved outside of Baruch when they graduate, if they want to enter into careers such as an environmental economist, environmental journalism, or green entrepreneurship. And then we also give them an opportunity for discussion. We give them climate-related scenarios so that way they can imagine themselves in those scenarios and what they might do. And then finally, we ask them what they know about climate change before the presentation and then after, so we can see how it is impacting them. And then we also don't stop there. We connect with all of the students via email over winter break to make sure that there's a lasting connection. And if they want to get involved, there are resources out there for them. If they want to become a climate scholar, we give them all that information as well. So thank you so much. We'll share our email in the chat. And if you have any questions, if you're interested in becoming a climate scholar, we're here to speak with you and happy to hear you reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carla, and thank you so much, Chelsea, as well. And now just a few minutes left. We're gonna have Newman Library from Michael Bowman is gonna speak to us about the Newman Library.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. And this is a great segue. We talked a lot about research And where do you do research? In the library. So let me try to share the library's homepage. I think that's the easiest way. There's a lot of information here, so I'm not going to go through everything, but we are open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. So if you need a quiet space to study, need Wi-Fi, we're open a lot of hours, 7 days a week. And if you're not on campus, but you want to talk to someone, our chat service is available 24/7. So any moment that you have a question about your research paper, maybe you're not finding sources for it, or if we have a book or if we don't have a book, you can chat with a librarian 24/7. If you are working on a research paper and you want to do more in-depth research, you can schedule an appointment, and then you'll sit one-on-one with a librarian, probably on Zoom right now, but and they'll work with you to get relevant sources for your papers so that you can have great content. What else? We don't only do books. We loan a lot of technology items that is very popular. So we have laptops on loan, we have cameras, we have chargers, we have headphones. So if you're on campus and you don't have a laptop, you can always borrow it. This semester, we took away all the computers that were available before because of COVID. So you should either bring your own or you can loan a laptop from us. And someone also talked about where you can take your online class when you are on campus. And we have study rooms. They're available on a first come, first serve basis, but you can just be there with your laptop and take your class. That's one of the available spaces. You don't have to reserve it. You can just come in and use it and take your class. And for classes, we have a lot of reserve material that the professors ask us to make available to you. There's a lot of information that's under students. So if you go to course reserves, for example, you can have the course number and you can find the information that's what the professors have put on reserve for you. Here's the technology loan, study room. I would really spend time there and we really have a lot of great stuff available, and all of the librarians, really our favorite thing is to help students find information. So, come to us and ask us questions. We can make all of your essays and your applications for fellowships and all of that so much stronger because you can have great background information on it. So I think I'll stop here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike. And then last but not least, we're gonna have Acedon from, I don't know if Acedon, yeah, we're gonna have Acedon from Alexa Eusebio, and then the treasurer, Julia Bigay, with the outreach, Sandra Paulina as well. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. So hi, everyone. It's been a pleasure listening to all of the amazing educational opportunities you have to offer. I'm here today to represent Acedon, which is the Dominican Student Association Club here at Baruch College. I am super excited to tell you all what Acedon is about, who we are, and the initiatives that we take to help build community building and help underserved communities within the Latinx environment. So I'll first start off with introducing myself. So again, my name is Alexa Eusebio, and I'm the president for Acedon for the 2021 and 2022 cohort. I am a rising junior majoring in business, corporate communications, and to know more about what I do off campus, I currently serve as an intern for Telemundo, which is a Spanish network on NBC Universal, and I serve as a corporate and external affairs intern because I'm very passionate about public advocacy and giving back to underserved communities. And here I find different initiatives to help underserved communities within any academic or financial barriers. And it's been a great time in Telemundo, and I continue to strive and just use all of the resources that Baruch has to offer. And just to know more about what I like playing instruments, I like playing volleyball, I like creating art, and my favorite event of Acedon is Carnaval, which you will learn more about the different events that we had to offer as we continue the presentation. So I'll condense this because I know we have a few minutes left, so I'll pass it on to our treasurer to introduce herself.
All right, so hi everyone. My name is Julia Bigai, and I'm the treasurer of Acetone. I'm currently a rising junior at Baruch, majoring in English and minoring in communications. So aside from reading and writing, aside from reading and writing as my hobbies, I love to do volunteer work outside of school just to give back to my community. And some nonprofit organizations I have volunteered for in the past years include Peer Health Exchange and Go Project. And I'm gonna keep my introduction very short because we're running out of time.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sandy Paulino. I'm studying corporate communications at the Wiseman School, and some of my hobbies include exercise, podcasting. I have a podcast, music, and sports. I'm from El Ranchito La Vega in DR, and my favorite event that we do is our versus battle. Is basically kind of we get some musical artists and we put some of their best songs against each other, and then we have everybody kind of vote on who the winner is. And just a little bit more about that, I just finished my internship with General Mills, and I took a position with Nestle. So if anybody's interested in that area, feel free to reach out to me as well. A little bit more about the club. Acetone is very focused on embracing, and anybody who wants to learn about the Dominican culture can join Acetone as well. You don't have to be Dominican. We've had Peruvians, Puerto Ricans, Colombians, and Mexicans on the e-board. So like, it doesn't really matter where you're from. We're all here just to kind of embrace the culture. And 3 principles that Acetone upholds here at Baruch is culture, excellence, and unity. And we believe that those 3 things make Acetone great.
Yes, thank you for that, Sandy. So I'll quickly go over our events, and I just highlighted a few because if I go over all of them, that'd be very time consuming. So I'm just gonna go over Café con Leche first off, which is an event to showcase our talents, whether it's singing, dancing, writing poetry, etc. We have students from different campuses and even students who aren't a part of the Baruch community come and gain exposure to new students, make connections, and connect with like-minded individuals like yourselves. We always have a lot of we have a fun time, we have a lot of engagement, so it's just a great way to showcase what you offer and just the amazing talents that you have. And then another event that we have is Cultural Conversations, which is a very informative event that speaks about all of the issues that happen in our Latinx community and our society. For example, we spoke about the Dominican Republic and their tension between Haiti and anti-Haitian sentiments, which is happening on the same island. They share the same island, but there's always a lot of tension. And we spoke about the history of that and how all of these different anti-Black sentiments can affect our society negatively. So we provide resources and just give different ideas to help students continue to prosper and continue to grow and just be individuals who are learning to expose others to what should be the right thing to do. If somebody says something ignorant, don't fight with them, just inform them and teach them of ways that we can help one another and just come together as a Latin community and continue to strive to be an empowering community. And then we also have Mariposas Poderosas, which is another informative and great event that we have in collaboration with West, which is a club called Women Empowered for Success. And they fight against the narrow perceptions of women, whether it's in business, in any field. And in this event, we spoke about the different issues that women face and how we're often looked down upon because of issues like sexism, lack of racial diversity, living paycheck to paycheck, discrimination, etc. So we address all of these issues and how we can move forward and continue to grow from these issues. And then lastly, we had the Yo Soy panel, which is a panel where we had different Latinx professionals come and speak out about their issues in the workplace as well and how they prospered and how they excelled and all of the great things they're doing now. We actually had the New York State Assemblywoman, her name is Carmen De La Rosa, speak out. So it was a great event and we had a great turnout and we hope to see you guys there as well in our following events. And I'm gonna pass it on to Julia to speak about some of the different events and how you can get involved in it and how you can be part of Acetone. You don't just have to be an e-board member to be part of Acetone. You can just attend, show engagement, and show that you're committed to giving back to the Latinx community like we are. So these are just some pictures of past events in person. Unfortunately, we're online now, but hopefully soon we'll be in person.
Yeah, so if you want to be a part of our lovely Acetone family, all you have to do is attend our virtual events throughout the fall and spring semester, but it's not a requirement to attend all of our events because we do understand that there may be certain responsibilities that may interfere, so you could just attend whenever you feel that you're available. Also being an active participant at our events, since we're all very energetic and we love to engage with all of our members, attending or showing interest to join an Acetone e-board meeting, but I do want to emphasize on the point that Alexa brought up, that you do not have to be a part of the e-board to be considered a member. We have so many ASADOM members who are alumni, students from other CUNY schools, so you don't have to feel pressured as if you have to be on the e-board to be included. Also, following us on our Instagram account at ASADOM Baruch is a huge plus if you're looking to become involved, because we are actively posting our upcoming events and many helpful resources when it comes to networking and much more. So we highly encourage our prospective members to follow us on there. And if you would like to communicate with not only the e-board, but everyone in our ASADOM family, we recommend you to download an app called GroupMe and create an account. And once you do, let us know either through email or DM on Instagram so we can add you to the group chat, which has over more than 150 members. And also feel free to drop your email in the chat so you could subscribe to our newsletter to receive updates on future events and meetings. And in conclusion, we would like to thank everyone for listening today, even though it was very brief, and we hope to see you at our future events. We'll drop our contact information in the chat for anyone who's interested in becoming a part of our lovely club. So thank you.
Thank you guys so much, and thank all of you guys for coming to Primer Cafecito. Unfortunately, we went overtime, but you know, that's what happens when we started having this cafecito as well, like, you know, just having that conversation. Just to share with you guys, if you guys want any more information about the events or just like other future student organizations or just what you guys heard about today, we're going to be sending out the Primer Cafecito handbook, which is going to have all the information there for you guys to know. Also, don't miss PLS Latinx What is in the Name event that they're going to be having today at 6 p.m. I will put the link in the group chat. And also, if you guys have any other questions, I'm going to share my email so you guys could reach out to me as well. And yes, thank you guys for coming. And I hope you guys enjoy Primer Cafecito and hope to see you guys in other future events that we're going to be having as well.
Bye.
Thanks to all our wonderful speakers. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Thank you, Diego. Thank you so much. And yes, we look forward to seeing you at future events. Thank you, ASADOM, and thank you for joining us, and we look forward to having a great year ahead to everybody.
Great job.
Yay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks.